Hello again. So if you've been watching the last few episodes, then perhaps you can tell that I have been marathoning these episodes and I have played for quite a few hours already. It's like 9 p.m. but I'm still excited to play. It's it's quite entertaining, and today I want to start my power leveling, so to speak. Now, creatures will level up together with me. Well, not as much as in Skyrim or Oblivion, but still, there's going to be more cliff racers and more Tremoras instead of scabs. But you can already see that there are Kagouti everywhere, and I could use the extra health I can get from training my hand-to-hand. So we'll see. Maybe this will make fighting wildlife harder, but it will for sure make NPCs easier, because none of the NPCs, maybe except for the Dark Brotherhood assassin, none of them level together with you. And perhaps after that I can do bandit caves with greater ease and even be able to raid some strongholds. But we'll see how well this works out. So my acrobatic skill, if I can find it, it's 13. I need it at 15, and I'll be choosing strength and speed on my next level up.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Yeah, right. When I came here, you didn't greet me that warmly. Let's see. Can I rest near here? I really want to, because jumping drains your fatigue. Alright, so there's a nick sound. And we are going to start the Taxman quest. You find a tax record with some people who have paid their taxes and some who have not. And I'm going to dump my armor in here. And I do mean all of it, because I don't want to level up my heavy armor while I'm trying to maximize my leveling. Maybe I'll pick these up as well. Yeah, so that's a lot of lot of cast on use items. I'm going to level my unarmored to 100, but I won't use it, won't be doing it for the speed points, just for the completion. Anyway, when you ask anyone in town about the murder of
What say?
Processus will tell us the guy lying down over there. They won't be surprised and tell you to go to the Census and Excise office to Sosius Ergala. That's the guy who is the first. No, he's not the first, but the second guy you meet at character creation. Here he is. Just checking on my acrobatics. And when you talk to him, he will say, "Murdered? What a waste. Processus was a good man. I had been wondering why we hadn't heard from him in a few days. Still, these are dangerous times we live in, and these sorts of things will happen. Did you happen to find the tax money he'd collected? I hate to be so careless, but I do have a job to do." "Yes, I found 200 septims on his body." "You did? How odd that he was murdered but not robbed. Your honesty is appreciated, I can tell you that. I won't forget this, Nell. In fact, if you are looking for some money for yourself, I'd like to see the murderer of Processus punished. Killing an emperor's tax collector is punishable by death. Find his murderer, bring him to justice, and the Census and Excise office will pay you 500 septims." So he takes 200 septims and tells me to find the murderer. And you have to ask around in town.
Your papers, please.
And when you do ask around, you will hear that only one person liked him in town, and that was Tawir over in the lighthouse.
What say?
So we are going to the lighthouse to talk to Tawir. And now that we're here, Tawir will tell us, well, she will be quite surprised. "Processus murdered? No, tell me it's not so. He was the gentlest man I've ever met. He and I have become so close in the past few months. I don't know what I will do without him. I've only seen hungry once or twice, and never raised a hand to anyone. This is so sad. Well, not even angry, I suppose. I saw him arguing once with foreign Gilney about his taxes. He thought Processus had been leaving too much and skimming off the top for himself. Ridiculous. Processus wouldn't have done such a thing. I'm sure of it. Let's find out what happened, friend. And if you find out what became of Processus' rings, it would ease my heart." So she gave him a ring. At some point, let's check here. And I'm curious why he only had 200 drakes when Earl paid him 450 alone, not mentioning the others. But if you go to foreign Gilney, it's a little bit obvious that he might be the perpetrator. Let's just level our acrobatics to 15 before we go in. Right. And save as well. If you talk to him, that fetcher, you're damn right, I did him in. And a good thing too, he was skimming a load of money from all of us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always flaunting his money around, showing off his new clothes and jewels. So I killed him, the bastard, and left his body out there to rot, and all his ill-begotten goldlands still on him. Sorry, that is no excuse for murder, and your punishment has been decided. You're one of them, huh? Come to kill me? Well, give it your best shot, High Elf. I have no problem spilling more of the blood of the Emperor's lackeys. So here is where I'm going to start my hand-to-hand leveling, and you might want to skip this part if you're not interested in seeing how I do it, but I'm recording it anyways, since I'm recording pretty much every moment. So yeah, I'll be power leveling, and this might take some time. I have no wounds. Do I have anything? Well, the belt, but it doesn't do much. So the way it goes is that I just leave outside and enter again for another round and continue to do so once my hand-to-hand skill levels up to whatever I need it to be. In this case, 25. And it's actually slower during the beginning. Much slower. Because I'm not hitting much, and even though the experience gain is faster at lower levels.
How are you?
Perfect. You're getting less experience because you don't hit as much as you would on like 30 or 40 skill level. Ha, that's making glow. I'm not sure actually if you make an enemy glow, does it lower his defense somehow? Because it's better to see him when he's glowing, right? I don't think it does work that way. should cut it out, like I did with athletics, because this isn't going to be anything spectacular.
I like your company. What can I do for you?
For what? But what's up with this guy? He keeps trying to get close to me. So yeah, hand to hand is not really the best offensive skill, and you couldn't actually make use of it on 100% difficulty unless you had some kind of a damage fatigue spell or absorb fatigue. However, you would still be quite weak with it. It's good against the 1 versus 1, I guess. You can knock your opponent down and keep him like that. I guess that's the reason Vivek goes hand to hand once he's used up all of his magic gun. But in a fight where you have to beat multiple opponents, it's not good at all.
I have you.
He has me. Huh. We'll see about that.
Die, Fetcher.
Slowly but surely getting there. Fist fight. This is Fight Club. Rule number 1. We do not talk about Fight Club. Rule number 2. We do not talk about Fight Club. And I'm guessing you already know what rule number 3 might be.
You Inwa.
You Enva. The sounds are pretty good in this game, but I can never play a female character because they scream like, well, they scream really loud. And that's why I play males only in Morrowind. I guess you can make an exception in the case of Argonians and Khajiits. They shouldn't scream like little girls, partly because their voice acting is so much different.
You Inwa. I have you.
I have you. You Enma.
Sweet blessings, friend.
I have you.
Yeah, I kind of want to have the entire journey on record. So, if you're really not interested in this part, you can just skim through. Oh, I forgot my boots.
You Inwa.
Yeah, my mouse doesn't want to work really.
Die, Fetcher. Die, Fetcher.
Die, Fetcher! You Enva! Groan.
Die, Fetcher. Die, Fetcher. Die, Fetcher. You will die. Die, Fetcher. I have you. You Inwa. Die, Fetcher.
Come on,
You will suffer.
don't stop working. I guess this really drains my mouse battery. Alright, only one more level. And my armor skill should also be leveled
You
from the hits I'm getting. I wonder if NPCs have their skills level up. So he must be leveling his hand to hand together with me. Come on, mouse. Don't die on me. Well, it shows green, so it could be another problem aside from the battery. I'm definitely landing more hits now. Alright, so time to rest, and also time to spend my enchanted items. We are resting on the bedroll. Here we go. Rest and 5 strength, 5 speed. Alright. So now the question is to whether I should level my enchanting or summoning. Let's try the enchanting. Right now it's 21. So that's already one level. And my game has stopped working. I guess this was too much. I will have to level my summoning if I can get out of this. No? Alright. I'm going to stop for now. This is enough for today, and I'll make a special episode of me power leveling this stuff. Have a nice time.